Hey guys, Bnates Gamer, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about something a little different. We're going to be talking about Gameloft as a company. We're not going to be playing their games, live. You will be seeing some gameplay in the background, but let's go ahead and talk about some Gameloft stuff, right? Let's go into sales, shall we? So, Gameloft a few days ago posted their full year sales for 2014, and it didn't do so well as they hoped. Honestly, it went down by a couple percent, but not extreme amounts. They only released 12 titles in 2014, but they're planning on making a change, and it's a pretty big change. And there are some ups and downs about it, and I'll let you guys know about it in this video. But first off, let's look at these numbers really quickly. So, Gameloft highlights of 2014. So they had over 700 million games that were downloaded on the App Store and Google Play. Let that sink in for a sec. That's a lot. They were the worldwide #1 publisher on iOS and #2 on Google Play. To be honest, I'm not surprised. They've really innovated mobile gaming. You've seen how it's grown just so much. I'm still playing it after like 4 years of doing YouTube and just all this. It's just I'm still playing their games because it's just so fun. And so they're planning on making a change. The CEO actually posted a statement here. I don't want to mispronounce his name. I'm gonna say Michelle, but he did say that they last year they had 12 titles that were released. This year, starting this year, they're going to go back into their original plan and go with 20 per year. So 20 games per year, that is ridiculous. So there are some ups and downs. Some games, of course, are going to be sort of those kind of casual games, like they came up with like Dragon Mania, which is a sort of like dragon breeding thing, like sort of like Dragon Veil, and Puzzle Pet. So sort of those kind of like casual games. And as for the more kind of extreme games, like the 3D extreme or competitive games like Modern Combat or something like that, not too sure on that. Really not too sure on that. There isn't anything that says here about it. So we're just gonna have to wait and see about that. Now, I am a little worried about something. This could be a down, or I might just be really pessimistic right now. Let's take a look at this. So Gameloft released Dragon Mania Legends and Puzzle Pets last month, and they're planning on launching 3 additional games by the end of the first quarter of 2015, including Dungeon Hunter 5. So the first quarter of 2015, the first quarter, it started in January 1 and it ends, I believe, around late March. So by then we'll have 3 additional games from them, and not too sure what those games are. We do know one of them is Dungeon Hunter 5, but not too sure on the others. And they did say, let me actually pull this up. It says here that Gameloft, of course, again, expects to increase its number of annual smartphone games from 12 to 20, and they're talking about a few games of theirs that really, are key performance indicators, which are Spider-Man Unlimited, Brothers in Arms 3, Dragon Mania Legends, and it does say here that those indicate a clear improvement compared with similar products launched in previous years. So, since it's making an improvement, I'm kind of worried because these games are all freemium, and me as a competitive player, I want to say competitive, like, I don't know what to call those, like extreme games. I don't know what to call them, like Dungeon Hunter, Modern Combat, Nova. Like those are all extreme games in my head. Like they're competitive, they're crazy, they're not so much casual. I mean, yeah, you can't play them casually, but they're not those kind of casual, one hand, let's do this on my phone, like Flappy Bird or something. Like that's a casual game in my book. So with a clear improvement on these games, these freemium games, I'm kind of worried that they'll kind of be moving towards freemium. I do know they have a studio in, I believe, is New Orleans that they just opened, which is just a strictly freemium studio. Like they're just going to be making freemium games. So I'm not too sure about the other studios. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing. But I'm just hoping that not all of them are going to be freemium. And, you know, I have faith. Gameloft, I've never given up faith, you know, from Gameloft. They really showed what mobile gaming can do, and I'm just super excited. Now, I do want to leave you guys off with a question. I really doubt that these titles would come out this year. I really doubt it, but you never know. They're working on 20 titles, so, you know, stuff can happen. But if you guys had to choose between Modern Combat 6 or Nova 4, what would you guys choose and why? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Nova 4, they did say they have no plans last year for it. They might be looking into it. We don't know. I'm not sure what the plans of Gameloft Montreal are. They're the ones that created MC4. So, we're going to have to see. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. It's a little different than usual, but I thought I'd let you guys know what's up with Gameloft, what their future is for 2015. 20 titles starting this year. Pretty crazy. We're going to have to see, you know, what happens. I'm super excited for all these new games that are coming out. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.